This TACOS broadcast is brought to you by Promo Journal, a division of Promo Corner. Promo Journal provides fresh, daily content from industry thought leaders, blogs, videos, product features, and live content all in one convenient location. Weekly advertising opportunities are available. Contact sales at promocorner.com to get your message seen.
But we're lucky to be here together again, and we have an amazing guest.
We are so excited. It is amazing to me that as we've gone through and done so many of these shows, how many great guests we have that have inspiring, inspirational types of stories and things that our audience can learn from. You know, take these ideas of what our guest today, and Jay, I'll let you introduce her in a moment, but that's what the show is all about. Look at what others are doing and doing that's working and use it in your business. And so anyway,
it's
sorry,
inspiring.
I get so excited. I'm going to shut up.
I know. It's inspiring.
Introduce our guest.
Carmen,
I'm excited to be here.
Carmen Ruiz is the co-owner of Fast Signs in Daytona Beach. Carmen, you are a special person in lots of ways, and we can't wait to have you help tell your story and some of this magical marketing and the difference that it's making in people's lives and the purpose behind it. But we also have to give a shout out. You are a suggestion, right, Jeff? Didn't we have our friend?
Well, okay, all right. I'll throw it out.
Like, I don't know that this has happened before. We've never met Carmen until. How does the story go? I'm backwards here.
Well, it's Adrienne Barker, who, many of you know Adrienne. She works with Tour de Spice, our taco seasoning people and all that stuff. But she's been around the industry a long time. Her family's been in the industry forever. And anyway, so she said, "Oh yeah, Carmen, she's the bomb." And we go, "Well, we want her on our our Promo Corner Tacos Now show."
Yes.
Because we know that this is, well, they're all wins, but so we're excited that you're here. I love that. Well, Carmen, thank you again. Co-owner of Fast Signs is a big deal. You're a franchisee, and I think that's a big deal. So I would celebrate that. But I also think that you're most likely the director of all epic marketing and brilliant branding. Is that fair? Did I go too far on that, Carmen?
You might have gone too far, but I'll take it. All
right. You've earned it, right? You gotta take what you can get when someone's giving it. So as you know, we like to put the spotlight on you, and we like to share a little bit about what's going on and how we got to this point. And I can't wait to tell this story. So thanks again to the folks at Promo Corner who allow us and give us this platform. So we're going to do some tacos now with Carmen Ruiz. Carmen, guess what? Fast Signs is a big deal. And I don't know the numbers. I used to, because there was a day a long time ago where I went and visited some really important people in Dallas, Texas. So I know what I'm talking about. And sat in a really big boardroom and talked all kinds of inkjet technology stuff and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I love the tagline, more than fast and more than signs. And that's what this show is going to be. It's more than the signs. It's about what's going on in your community and the decision that you've made. And so I lifted this information right off your website at the Fast Signs of Daytona Beach. You have a belief, don't you? You believe in something more than just signs and more than just day in marketing, that you're trying to build a stronger community. And I love this concept of an impactful community partner. That's why I put it in bold. What does that mean? What can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you've seen everybody's got key objectives around profit and efficiencies and teams, and we do too. But we definitely want to leave a legacy wherever we are.
Love that.
When we open the store here in Daytona Beach, that's no different. So our goal here is really, to be the sign provider and partner for our clients and our community, but also to make an impact in the things that we do outside of making signs. So being intentional with some of the things that we're doing and making sure that we're not just giving stuff away, that we're actually putting our hands and in projects, and that we're putting action to words.
Oh, I know Jeff's excited about what you just said.
Well, okay, this is just hey audience, this is what's relevant to you. Be active in your community. I mean, and if you do that, business follows. So anyway, that's my thing. Hey, folks, you're watching it. Learn, you see how it works.
I love what you just said, Carmen, about don't just give stuff away. Make sure that it's tied to a purpose. And in this case, we're really not trying to build the Fast Signs franchise business. We're trying to help build awareness to other causes. And of course, through that networking, through the community, your outreach goes, it flows, and you make more connections. And those that are of like mind and like spirit are going to be attracted to that. And I think is that a fair, did I summarize that fairly? Or I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah, and I think, as a business owner, everything that you do, you want to see a return in, right?
Clearly.
Whether that's impact in our case, that's why we're intentional. But all this stuff that we do that doesn't necessarily happen inside of our facility, it broadens our sphere of influence and really our sphere of impact. So that's our goal.
I love that. Well said. Well, guess what? I've got a couple of more things to share with our audience, because you have a fun story about Fast Signs Cares project. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That's something that's corporate wide, right? Every Fast Signs location could participate in this. Fair?
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then, so tell us the story about post hurricane in Puerto Rico. A few of you decided to go down and make a difference, and from that birthed this whole new idea. Tell us that story and how does that lead us to the Beacon Center?
Yeah, so Fast Signs International, definitely they encourage give back projects. So in 2019, some girlfriends and I, some local women owners here, booked a trip to Puerto Rico in February. And we thought, hey, this will be kind of a cool time to take some time off. And then maybe 2 weeks later, the island was devastated by earthquakes. So the earthquakes, I think the number reached like 3,500 earthquakes.
Oh my gosh,
From
that's right. I said hurricane. It was earthquakes. Forgive me.
It was earthquakes. Yeah, Maria was a couple years before that. So my family is from Puerto Rico, which is why we had selected the spot. So we could have easily canceled our trip, but we started thinking, maybe we can do something bigger than us here. And we just happened to make a connection at our Chamber of Commerce with a local disaster relief organization and said, hey, we've got these tickets. Can we do this mission? Like, can we turn this into a disaster relief mission? And thankfully she said yes. So, not even 2 months later, we spent 2 months collecting items. Other franchisees donated medical supplies, tents.
Wow.
People were living outside of their home because they were afraid that their homes would crush on, would
fall over. Yeah.
Fall over. Yeah. So we traveled with 35 suitcases full of blankets. We had things shipped to Puerto Rico during that time. And we were there for 3 days at some of the national camps where people were there with the National Guard. We traveled into the mountains of Puerto Rico and some of the areas that were affected and gave aid, water cleaning systems, filtration systems.
Right.
Poured about 12 million gallons of water through those filtration systems in those rural areas.
Ooh.
So we came back here with a purpose, and then COVID-19 hit, and we thought, here we go from doing this really awesome project, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And this kind of like stops you at your tracks of wanting to do something awesome. And we were very blessed that we entered the Fast Signs Give Back reward, where we, whoever wants to submit, and we received one of 10 awards, which came with $1,000 check for a cause of our choice and a $250 gift card. And of course, because we were locked in and we were talking about how we could start a project that was just as effective as what we did and impactful as what we did in Puerto Rico. That was like a one-time deal, right? So I am a survivor of domestic violence and was in my marriage for 8 years, working, succeeding in my business, serving in my church, living a very happy life, and really didn't feel like I had a way out because I was very ashamed. So I was just trying to keep it together. And since my marriage ended, I spent a lot of time really trying to become an advocate on the issue of domestic violence. So we donated the $1,000 check to the Beacon Center, our local domestic violence center here. And then my team said, why don't we do something a little bit more? We've got this $250 gift card. We could throw a pizza party, right? But we actually ordered some material, and we started to print some posters and print some decals.
I know. I can't wait for people to see this. First of all, I want to pause you right there. Very touched by your story. Thank you for sharing that and having this open conversation with us. Here's the check. Look at all those winners with those big smiles. I got to tell you, at first I thought you were going to donate the check back to Puerto Rico, but I think it's really cool what you did. And obviously it's a big deal and very important in your life, being a survivor and making a difference for the next person that can hopefully be reached or touched or somehow, changed and started on a new path. So, I mean, really touched my heart with what you shared. And then to see you come up with these, I mean, this is the coolest thing. And Jeff, I don't know if you know this or not, but our dysfunctional cousins are called sign owners, and they live in the sign world. And it's a lot like promotional products, and it's a lot like branded merch, and it's a lot like decorated apparel and hats and hoodies and whatnot. In this case, Jeff, it's on stickers. Stickers are also decals. Decals are also promo swag. So we're really interconnected here. And I love the graphic. And I love that you took that $250, Carmen, and decided to do something with that. You went off on a whole new, hey, let's give back. Wow.
I'm sorry, but I'm stunned you didn't have a fiesta and just go get a whole bunch of tacos.
Well,
But this is good.
We thought about the tacos, didn't we, Jeff? But, and the truth be told, Carmen has a better heart than we do.
She is a far better person.
Well, keep telling.
My taco, remember my taco?
Oh, there it is. It's
There
full
you
of
go.
those beautiful stickers.
Taco.
I love it. It's a sticker taco. Well, tell us a little more about the
Taco,
It Is
okay.
Time and
Yeah.
what happened and what this project and then what happens from here.
So first we started by building some assets. We were thinking, we can't get to people, right? And we're all
Right.
locked in for quarantine. So we thought, hey, we've got this great website, and why don't we start an Our Community page on our website that highlights this project? That way, the assets that we create don't go away.
Gotcha.
So we created some assets on how to have a conversation from the pulpit, talking about, how Jesus treats women, right? Jesus celebrated women, he respected women, he protected women, and he valued them. So it gives, pastors in our area, an outline of how to have this conversation. And if they are not trained to deal with domestic violence when they're doing marriage counseling, the poster gives them contact to our Beacon Center so that they can go ahead and organize that conversation so that they can be prepared. 45% of churches say that they don't have a plan when approached about marriage counseling. So that was an important poster for us because we know
Wow.
that a lot of people go to church to receive that kind
Sure,
of counseling.
sure.
The good thing is that 52% of churches say that they do.
That is true.
So
Thank you for
that's-
accentuating the positive, but it's still
Absolutely.
it's still a shocking number of how high don't have the resources or don't know how to address that. So in
Right.
addition to the churches, you didn't just stop there. You continued. Tell us more about these other options.
Right. So then we have two other assets on that page currently. And one talks about how domestic violence affects your business. Your employees are in your business 8 hours a day. So oftentimes they see you more than they see family. In my case, my employer saw some signs, had a conversation, and then I quickly learned how to hide or how to cover up or how to act. So, it opens up the doors to, hey, how does this affect your business?
Mm.
$1.8 million is lost in productivity every single year to small businesses due to intimate partner violence. And then if you go further than that, 33% of deaths in the workplace to women are by an intimate partner, past or current.
Wow.
So the reality is it's there and it's happening. So we made that, and then we made a poster that goes along that for the break room, where you can put it in your break room, and it's got a phone number where they can call to receive help, and also to know that, hey, speak out, we will listen and we will believe you.
Yeah,
Oftentimes.
I love that. I can see it. I wish I had the full size, but I can see it says "Speak out, we will listen, we believe you." That's the poster that you and your team basically created and designed, or was it work that you worked with the Beacon Center, or how did that come to light?
No, we created it all in-house. That was part of our project. So we donated that design time, and then we hosted on our page. On our page, it also gives it the Beacon Center's information. All the posters have the Beacon
Gotcha.
Center's information because they're the experts.
Right,
We're
clearly.
just using our platform and our sphere of influence to help move this dialogue along. That's our goal. And then they stay there and hopefully permanently, right? We'll
Sure.
continue to add things to that.
Wow.
And this will probably be a project that lives for 2 years. Like where Puerto Rico, we donated and, you know, it went to another project. We are seeing that we need more time to really, really make an impact here. There's so many more assets that we can make and host. So we would definitely want to do that. And then we made one final poster for this round, and it was for medical facilities where they can download an 8.5 by 11. It goes in the woman's restroom, and it says, sign your urine in red if you would like for us to ask the person that's in the room with you to leave politely. So oftentimes, more often than not, that victim is rarely left alone. And you'll hear people say, but I thought they were so great. They were always together. Absolutely. They're always there. So that opportunity to have a conversation or to ask for help oftentimes isn't there.
Mhm.
So what better facility to ask for help than your medical provider? So it allows them to have that conversation and give them information or resources on how to deal with what's happening in their home.
Wow, that's so impressive. I'm so honored to hear you share this story with us. Jeff, are you touched or what?
Yeah, again, it's just a privilege to have, you know, to just share this type of content that's, you know, a little off track of the, you know, promo, all the, hey, let's go, let's move into, I'm just making a joke. Okay, don't shoot the message. I'm just making a bad joke. Let's talk about supply chain issues, you know?
Right, right.
So to cover things that matter, and, you know, in my life and Jay's and obviously yours, you know, like Seth Godin coined his phrase, you know, doing work that matters. I mean, that's where I'm at. I don't want to just be doing, and I have to be focused on it because I'm super ADD. So my new thing is, let's just do work that matters and use the extra time we're saving by doing work that, wasting time on things that might not matter, to go into our communities and do some other things. And Carmen and I spoke before, you know, this has been on my heart to go do some stuff with either the senior center or the homeless thing. We do have a domestic violence organization here as well. There's many things any of us could go and do in our communities.
Absolutely.
And if we run our businesses well enough, because right now it's hard. I know a lot of people are having to spend more time just because everything is more challenging. But if you can, try to, you know, get that together so that you can do some things in your community, if that's where your heart is.
Yeah.
If you don't care and you just want to go take and eat tacos, then whatever. It's all good.
No. Listen, we know our audience pretty well. And this is why I was excited to have the conversation, Carmen, because you did such a great job that this becomes an example of what's possible in your local community. You didn't really wait to be asked. You didn't really wait to, you know, find the perfect time. In fact, it was probably a terrible time. But you and your team and everyone that was involved with you moved forward. I'm sure you consulted with the experts, as you said, the Beacon Center, but to be able to provide these tools, I mean, I'm impressed. I'm touched. I'm excited, and to play a teeny tiny role and to help you spread this word farther and wider to our, you know, audience. And Jeff, like I said, I think we might even have cracked 50. We may even have up to 50 people now.
The Bridge Club, you know, Jay's mom's Bridge Club is growing. You know, Bridge is making a comeback.
Apparently it is. And so more people will see this, more people will hear this, and they'll get to see this great example, the shining work. This is what we meant when we said marketing that matters. This is what we meant when we said promo can make a difference. Apparel can make a difference. Signage can make a difference. Something as simple as a decal or a sticker could literally be the tool, the facilitator to help someone avoid this amazing amount of drama in their life. I have no idea. Luckily, I don't know what that's like, experiencing that violence. Carmen, I feel for you. I wish I'll be more aware of it now that we've had this conversation. So you can see if all you did was impact me, I think that's let's count that as a taco victory. But it's such great work. And it's so cool to see a business owner just make a decision and move forward, Jeff. So I'm like you, I'm impressed, I'm touched, and I think our audience will be too.
Right.
Carmen, wow. That's all we need to know, is that we are literally taken by this in such a great way. I think that I better check my screen again if there was something else there. I don't know. Did we already hit that last slide? No, we didn't. There was more, but wait.
Oh, there she is. Oh, look at that.
I knew. I was like, wait a second. I think I've got one more slide. This is the, we got to end on the big bang here. We've got Carmen and you're in front of like a 500-foot screen. What was going on here?
This was an opportunity here through our local regional chamber of commerce, Daytona Beach Regional Chamber. They do an event. It's a TED Talk like event.
Oh, gotcha.
12 speakers. You have 5 minutes and 12 auto advancing slides to tell your story. And really, this is where the decal is born. So, you know, we have the assets on the page.
Yep.
We have the assets on the page. And because this is a sponsored event, we couldn't put fast signs. We couldn't put a lot of the pieces that we needed to really kind of finish the story in an impactful way. So we gave all of our attendees, you know, a decal. And at the end of my presentation, I challenged everybody to let's not just talk about it, let's be about it. Grab the decal, put it on a wall, on a stall, or hand it to somebody that you might know is experiencing domestic violence. What's happened after that is we've printed 3,000 of these, and they are all around our community. So it's, you know, when you were saying like sometimes you don't have time, this was born out of not having time, because we are working in the business more than ever, but we were on such a high coming out of Puerto Rico that we didn't want to go into the following year without doing something that mattered, right? The business, everybody was trying to save the baby. And I think that's true for me. You know, we were in it trying to survive. And this just gave us something to talk about, something to connect as a team. You know, the team takes pride in this. Everybody wears purple here on Monday. Our Fast Signs gear is purple on Monday.
Wait. You wear apparel that's decorated with a logo,
like a logo,
like a Fast Signs apparel item, and it's all in purple. That sounds like our industry right there, Jeff.
And it's very like subtle, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But it's our Monday morning, it's our Monday outfit, and that's it. And it keeps us aware of what our purpose is. So it's like little things that don't boggle down the business. They don't take from efficiencies or productivity, but everybody's aware. Everybody's part of it. So it's so nice that we get to do it into another year, because it's really brought us all together a lot.
I can't tell you how cool that is. And I know our audience is going to learn from that, Jeff, about just what Carmen said. It doesn't take away time. It doesn't increase, you know, there's no friction there. It's not like some big act. They're just wearing purple on Mondays, and it makes sense. And they all are then more aware, more buy-in. It's brilliant. That's called brilliant branding where I come from.
There we go. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Epic, brilliant branding right there. Jeff, what do you got to say for us, my friend?
Well, I just want to thank Carmen for, sharing her personal story. We don't often, I mean, this is pretty touching. We've had some great stories, Dan Nevins from the Wounded Warrior Project, and we just got to do Sleeping for Good for mental health through the Promo Cares movement. Yep. And it's cool to see that people in our industry are doing that. And if our show can just play a small part in getting that message out, that, the good work that others are doing, then it's a win. So thank you, Carmen. And that's all I've got. Am I the only one who has an actual real taco?
You are today. Yes. Carmen had the sticker taco. I've got my amazing
the piñata
taco.
Okay.
And you have a legit ready to have lunch taco. Carmen, it's such a pleasure. I hope that there are some listeners in our audience that can't wait to go do business with you in Daytona Beach. As the co-owner of that Fast Signs, I know I would. It's another reason that I would want to be I would want to be your customer. You just strike me as such a great person all around, not just a sharp businesswoman, but also a leader. And we thank you. We can't wait for this story to ripple out and change a few lives here or there. So thank you so much for the work you've done.
Well, thank you for giving us the platform to share our story and the issue, and just to show other people that, hey, you can do something really small that really can be so big. So yes. I really appreciate you guys. And if
someone wants, I'm sorry, I talked over you, forgive me, but I don't want to end without if someone wants to reach out to you or has a question, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you? Through your website?
Yeah, they can reach out to us at www.fastsigns.com/616, or they can follow me on social media, Carmen Gloria Ruiz, and I am happy to, or our Fast Signs Daytona page. We'll definitely share.
we'll make sure that Fastlines Daytona page is in the notes so that people can connect that way too. So thank you again until our paths cross in Daytona Beach or somewhere lovely in Florida where we can celebrate and have tacos and possibly adult beverages or something fun.
Awesome.
We thank you, Carmen. We'll say goodbye for now. And thanks again to Promo Corner.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.